First, Sir Jim Ratcliffe's proposed bid to buy a minority stake in Manchester United has moved a step closer after it was approved by the Premier League. United also expect clearance from the Football Association as Ratcliffe closes in on completion of his deal to buy a 25% stake in the club. Big developments certainly today. Kaveh Solhekol joins us in the studio now to talk about it. What exactly's happened? Because it's not immediately clear, maybe.
Well, I mean, this is good news for Jim Ratcliffe. It's good news for Manchester United as well. I think basically what's happened is that United's shares, some of their shares are listed on the New York Stock Exchange. And as such, United have to provide information to the stock exchange and to the America's Securities and Exchange Commission. And last night they provided information to the SEC, and part of that filing included the line that the proposed deal for Jim Ratcliffe to buy 25% of Manchester United had been approved by the Premier League. Now, this is an important hurdle for the proposed deal to clear. I mean, it was expected because this is the so-called owners and directors test. We weren't really expecting Jim Ratcliffe not to pass that, but he has passed that. What needs to happen now is the deal has to also be approved by the FA. I think that is a formality. Also, he's agreed to buy 25% of the shares from the Glazers. He also needs to buy 25% of the shares that are traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Now, his offer to buy those shares, I think his offer is around $33 a share. The shares at the moment on the stock exchange are trading at about $21. So he's offering more than they're trading at. No problem for him to find 25% of buyers that he needs. Now, the deadline for that offer was originally tomorrow. It's been extended until Saturday. Again, I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. So this deal for Jim Ratcliffe to buy 25% of Manchester United, I think is now basically a formality. A few more hurdles to get across, but the deal is almost done.
The key question, I'm sure, that Manchester United fans are thinking, listening to you speak now, is when can they expect these final details to happen? But it's the golden question in some ways.
I think it's probably another couple of weeks before it's done. But the good news for United fans is that basically Jim Ratcliffe and his right-hand people from Ineos have basically already got their feet under the table at Old Trafford. You know more than I do. You spend more time watching and covering Manchester United, but they've already made a really positive impact at the club. They've met supporters. They've met the people who work behind the scenes at United face to face. And I think they've made a very good first impression. And it feels like the feel-good factor is back at United as well. Performances have improved on the pitch. We know they've got big plans for the training ground, big plans for the stadium as well, and also big plans to support Erik ten Hag when the transfer window opens. So good news for United, good news for Ratcliffe, and also good news for the Glazers.
Yeah, just a little bit more patience required for the moment.
A little bit more.
Kaveh, thank you.